Good evening, you fine sheddies. I think I went wrong there. I was doing that countdown from 30 and I realised I'd not gone live. There's a second chance to press go live, and we're live now anyway.
Oh, we're live. We're live. We're live.
Hello,
Hello, everybody. From the deepest, darkest south.
darkest.
It's dark now.
Everywhere, mate.
Dark everywhere. Is it dark where you are? I think it will be. I've almost
You'll be
my house on.
I think anyone on the which way does what's the orientation of the sun? People in the west, you've got to get it last.
Yeah.
Anyway, who's in the room? Oh, by the way,
who's in the room? Come on, let's just say hello to everybody in the room.
We've got Shed Goat again tonight, so round two.
We've got Fred, we've got Brett, we've got Rod,
Frank,
Frank, Sean. Brett. Hello, everybody. Ken, Reggie on the road.
Rod Harris.
Yeah.
East Workshop. Ken. I think we've covered everybody at the moment. Everyone's in here. Thanks for joining us again. If you haven't seen us before, it's basically a free-for-all. We sort of orientate it around Shed.
Storm Babbitt, Adam has mentioned. Yeah, feeling sorry for those in Scotland right now, Adam has said. Yeah, it's actually a risk to life. So it's serious. So if anyone is in Scotland actually watching this, we wish you all the best. And yeah, because that is serious. Apparently a month's worth of rain is going to happen in the next 24 hours. I think further up north from me, but I don't think I'm going to get that same level of weather tonight. But I believe the north and particularly Scotland is in for a real hit. So persistently raining and blowing a gale in Sunderland up there, Ken says. So up in the north, over in the north
tail end of it, I suppose.
Northeast. Yeah. Stay safe, Ken, and anyone up there, stay safe. Stay warm, stay safe.
Anthony, good to hear from you. I was going to do the gallery of all the sheds and workshops tonight, but honestly, I just don't have a chance. I need to stop setting these promises. But next week, we'll do it. And the reason why I just highlighted Anthony, you sent me an email with pictures of your workshop. It went to my junk file, but then I couldn't get it back. I emailed you back. So if you can send them to me again, Anthony, that would be great. And then I'll get it ready for next week where we'll do a gallery. But as we just said, we've got Shed Goat on again this week for the first time in 4 weeks now, I think it's been. So here it is.
Just before my holiday.
So this is going to be Shed Goat the second. The first one was Ian. Formerly, Ian is the current Shed Goat. Oh, hang on, what have I done here? Oh, no, I've pressed something. Cancel. Right.
What have you done?
I don't know if it happened on the screen now. I was trying to do something.
I've just, while you were reading that, Heath's workshop was chatting to a guy in Fife for work this afternoon and was saying it's a tad wet. So, yeah. A tad wet. I think that's probably an understatement up in that part of the world. I have no roof on my house at the moment. Adam, you have no roof on your house?
What's that all about? What's
that mean? What do you mean you have no roof? Is it blown off?
Are you retiling?
Retiling?
Joist?
You got a what's the other one? He's going to tell us, I'm sure. Wow. Just off Felton Battens at the moment. He is retiling. He just has Felton Battens. Blimey, with all this rain. Well, you'll be watertight because the felt will be all right. It should push all the water away.
There we go. Roof is in.
Yeah, new roof going on today.
Yeah. And I can't wait to show everybody Adam's barn renewal as well, and the work is done to that. I think I've got most pictures there, Adam, from beginning to end. So it'd be great to show all those.
Amazing.
I'm looking forward to showing everyone those. And we're going to do topic of the week as well. We've got a few ideas on that and tip of the week. And what I was going to say, actually, is anyone that's got any comments on tip of the week and topic of the week, just fire them away in the comments and I'll try and go through them and then highlight them. I've got a few ideas. And as we noticed last week that you have your own conversation going on in the background, we're waffling about something else. So it might take us a few minutes to catch up with you. And I'm going to try and make a conscious effort tonight. That's why I'm stalling a bit now, so that I can pick up on these little threads of conversation we miss out on. It's like we're having.
We were just talking about just before we got on air, before we went live, about spinning plates and juggling things, and that's one of the things we're juggling on here. I think we touched on it a little bit last week, where you're just trying to keep on top of the comments, but actually keep abreast of the conversation as well that Rob and I are having.
We're going to get used to this multitasking sort of lock. I think if we were 20 years younger, we might have been able to cope, but I think we need a bit of a kickstart these days.
20 years younger. We'd be driving a couple of laptops. We'd have screens over here. We'd be doing all sorts of things.
We'd have the key. We'd have the phones at the ready.
We'd be pinging off all over the place. But no, I can't do that.
Can't do it.
Don't pick your nose with glue on your fingers.
That's very true. That's very true.
That's a tip. That's a tip of the week. Don't pick your nose with glue on your fingers.
Don't go to the toilet when after cutting chilies.
Or
rub your eyes, in fact.
Yeah. Oh,
and as much as it is tempting as well, hot glue guns, don't touch it afterwards. When you've got the glue on there and it looks nice and squidgy, there's this urge. I always get it just to push it with my thumb, just see if it's still. No, don't do it.
Don't.
Anyway, right. One of my topics of the week actually was perfection or it'll do, and I think we can all work out what that means. Is where do we draw the line? You said a good phrase actually, Mark, before we came on air. Not drawing the line, but
when is enough is enough?
When
do you walk away from something and say, you know what, it's done. If I keep going, I'm going to make it worse. So when is enough? When do you stop? When you're doing something?
And I think car restorers suffer from that a little bit. Because when you think about it, you're restoring a car, you're stripping it back. How far do you strip it back? And then do you go back to raw bare metal, and then do you take everything off and respray it? But then do you put old components back, and then do you get its concourse condition, or do you want to use it as a driver, so it won't be a shelf queen? And I think it's the same for anything we do DIY wise as well. Some things we don't see as well that are buried when you putting floor down or something underneath, and you get it quite neat where you think, does it really need to be that neat? As long as it's structurally sound and safe, etc.
Well, you build with a tolerance. Anyone knows you build with things with tolerances. You should do, because obviously things expand, contract. So you've got to build with tolerances as well. But so when you're making things, I mean, there's a good example, isn't there? Gutters. Tip of the week. We get on top of your gutters. Spent 3 hours cleaning, and when is enough is enough? When is it actually? When do I just step back and go, you know what? Is there such
Let's enjoy it now.
Is there such a thing as perfection, or when do you cross over? Do we ever achieve perfection in anything we do?
Well, is that perfection in the eye of the beholder? Is that perfection in the eye of the beholder?
That's beauty in the beholder.
Beauty. I think perfection should be. I think perfection should be as well, to that finite microscopic detail. I'll give you a typical example, not really about something I built, but that went to get the kitchen sort of laid out at IKEA.
Yeah.
Because we chose the kitchen we know we're having that kitchen now. So we're doing the layout, sat with the lady, which is always good. I mean, you've got an idea of how it looks anyway, so you've got the measurements. And the sink was we got the sink right in the center of the wall, but the cooker is going on the other wall, and it wasn't quite center. We had to have some different drawers either side. And we wasn't really too bothered about having drawers next to the cooker anyway, because we wanted it near the sink side. So I faffed around with it and changed it around. I took a while doing it just so it was perfectly in the center. And I know that would have bothered me. We'd have got everything installed, and that would have bothered me. And I've seen it every day. And I thought, let's just get it right now. Funny enough, my wife was okay with it. And it's normally me that's the other one who goes, that'll be okay. My wife goes, oh, no. So I'm glad I did now. And we looked at other ideas. So I think my OCD kicked in a little bit there. That I never knew I had.
We've got some great comments there coming in.
Oh, yeah, let me have a look.
Adam, I can see. Adam, I agree, Rob. Having restored a fair few bikes, taken some too far. There's Adam. The next few down, got some brilliant comments from Heath's Dancing with the Aardvarks, Reggie on the road. If we can put them up.
I know Heath does VWs. He's got a VW Scirocco, I believe, at the minute he's doing.
Ah, brilliant! Wow. Oh, that's something I know nothing about, restoring cars.
No, I don't.
Good philosophy. This is a good one. A good philosophy for creating is to embrace your failures and take them all the way. You learn. I tell you, every day. If actually having to overcome a problem when things go wrong is actually, if we create the right mindset, that's a good thing, because although we don't want things to go wrong, I know, but it means that you can learn you learn so much more than when things go perfect.
Well, like Eastwich was saying here, for me, it's when it starts winding me up, or I've walked away and it's winding me up for a second time. Yeah. And it's that famous phrase, of course, sleeping on something, and it always works for me. I have to just literally down tools and step away the wood for the trees. Step away. That's true. Top tip. What's Adam got here? Top tip, which the roofer came to tell me today, with plastic guttering edge trim, overlap it. I didn't. I put it together. It shrank apart and left a what? Yes, of course. Yeah, it will do. I was going to say that with tolerances. So you need to either have tolerances or you build, overlap it, because it will move. It will shrink and contract. And these are the tricks of the trade that you never know until you do a job, and you either learn it yourself or someone's told you before you start doing it. There's loads of things like that. It's like I saw the plumber doing things today, and just having my central heating fitted, and he's putting the boiler in, and it's just some of the things he was doing. I just kept having a watch, and I think, I'll do it that way. And I see him doing, I think, that makes more sense. So yeah. Well, I did that with fitting. I fixed somebody's stairs today. I just that one of the treads had gone through, so they were missing a step. Effectively, they had to step over. So I just built a new, just cut the old one, broken one out, and put a new piece in. But once the carpet's back over it, what I built was a lot stronger than what the rest of the stairs was. But if you looked at the bones underneath, all the bracing and all the blocks I was putting in, I mean, there's no finesse about it. It was about, it needed to be rock solid, so that when they stood on it, it stayed there. Yeah, this is it. I mean, I remember when I was building this back end of the shed, and I used CLS timber to make the framework, and I built it in sections and then dragged it over. And I remember filling all the gaps with expanding foam underneath and silicon as well. And it's what it's there for. It's what it's there for. Belt and braces and really over the top. And I think, did I really need to do that? But it probably cost me another 3 hours and probably cost me another 30 quid. But at least that's all that stuff's there. But that allows you to build with tolerances, because we've got all of those various, of course, fillers and stuff that you can put in, whether it be wood filler. I mean, I was making some doors. I still put some wood filler into the joints. I'll tell you what sort of makes me skeptical and think things a lot more is when I built this shed from an old garage, I was using loads of recycled materials, and I got this really cheap chipboard, dead thin. And my idea was to layer it and glue it and then screw it together. And I wish I hadn't. It probably cost me another 70 quid to use proper chipboard. And I didn't on one half of it. And it just went through after, I don't know, probably a couple of years. Yeah. And now I've spent a lot of time repairing it and fixing it. And that one thing sort of, grinds my gears a little bit, and wish I'd have spent that little bit more money. But then again, I used the polystyrene packing material to fill all the walls for the insulation, and that's been worked a treat. It's no different than normal polystyrene you get for insulation, so I'm pleased I did that. So it swings around. Rod, not a car restorer, but converted my T5 into a camper, and it's never finished. That's something. It's never finished. That's a the VW T5. Amazing. My wife wants me to buy a van and then convert it into a camper van, but she keeps talking to me about it. She might even, if she's watching, she might even comment. Oh, look, she's actually said it. Dawn. Oh, she really? She said
It's door.
There we go, yeah.
Kind of a trademark to convert a van for me. I told you.
You know what? It'd be good. That would be good content, though. That would stage by stage, day one.
Well, yeah, I've never done it. The only bit I would struggle with is the electrics. I'm just don't really understand.
I'm sure you can get wiring looms.
I probably would do it. I probably would have. I would certainly. I'm willing to have a go. I've got to spend quite a bit of money though, because I'd want something with a decent engine. So it's about finding something. We watched quite a few camper van conversions, me and my darling wife, on this very channel on YouTube, not on my channel, on the platform. So I'm not suggesting I'm going to do it anytime soon, but it could happen because
I've thought about it myself. I'm being
nudged in that direction.
Well, I've been thinking about it myself for using a VW Crafter or a Sprinter to make a full height one. Just so I've got the comfort.
Yes, you did the height. Long wheelbase and a
long
high
wheelbase, 4.2-ish meter internal.
Yeah.
You can get a double bed at the end, open the back doors, and then you can
absolutely and a high top so you can stand up.
Exactly,
well, I'm 6'1" tall, so I'm going to be. I'm going to be up. I'm going to be up in the up in the ceiling.
That's right. You can get those cantilever things, can't you? The roofs that pop up, of course.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, like they yeah, it's called a what's it called? There's a name for it. Someone will tell us. There's a name for it on camper vans.
It's made by what's that company called that does all that stuff? They do all the like Truckman rooftops and I can't remember the name of it now. I know you use the rock and roller beds, don't you? To make a bed. I can make all that. I could make it all inside. I know I could do that. I could fit it out, no problem. It's just all the tech aspect that I would have to. Do you know what? That will be a perfection thing as well, because everything's visible every time you're in there, and I'm sure that would be attention to detail. You'll be putting little piping around the edges.
Oh, I would. I would, because I would. But
the nicest lights you can get finished.
We've got a few there.
Here we go. Pop top.
Well done, Rod. Pop top. Yeah, but I knew one of you guys and girls out there would do something about that. Yeah, would give us the Adam there. I had a Mini once. I fitted a roll cage, stage 3 engine, all the usual brilliant, bright yellow with a skull of crossbones on the roof.
Oh, that's unique, isn't it? You'll see you calling a while off.
Oh, brilliant. Cool.
I used to have a Vespa. Yeah. I had a Vespa with a Union Jack on the side. Did I tell you about this story?
You had a Union Jack? No, did you?
Yeah,
I wouldn't believe that.
I've got a photo of it somewhere. I had to dig it out. And Sex Pistols as well. I had the Sex Pistols emblem on one side, and it was checkered flag on it and all that lot. Biggest regret selling that. I should have kept that. It was,
I'll tell you.
Nice.
Around the corner from me is a gentleman that has literally the. You remember who remembers the van from the A Team? Colonel Mr. T's van.
GMC. Was that a GMC?
Yeah. Well, there's one literally at the end of my road. He takes it to shows. It is the A Team.
Wow.
He's got this. He's got it all absolutely spot on. Yeah.
I'll tell you my favourite. General Lee. Dodge Charger at the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, the Dukes of Hazzard. We used to have
I'd rolled up the doors as well. I'd have roll bars in it.
You'd roll up the doors.
Cowboy boots.
Climb in. I couldn't get in it now. If I welded up my bloody doors, I wouldn't be able to get in.
Across the bonnet. Sliding across the bonnet and sliding in the doors.
Yeah, that's going to go well, Rob. That's going to go well.
It is, yeah. I'd let you flat on my face on the floor. With
that's like,
and the one up from that is, and I don't know the name of the car on this, the Starsky and Hutch car. What was that? Who knows what
that was the, is that a Charger? No, I know the Starsky and Hutch car. I do know. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ian has met Paul Cook from the Sex Pistols. There you go.
Have you really? Wow.
Ian has met.
I'm sorry. In Romford, Essex, there's Del Boy's car. I think it's loads of them about, aren't there?
It probably is. They're fairly, I mean, you get a Reliant Robin. I've never driven one, but.
Oh, Ford Gran Torino. It's a Gran Torino, is it?
That's Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. So is that the film? There's a film by Clint Eastwood, isn't they? Was that called Gran Torino? about his car. He was a bit of a vigilante in it. It was only probably 5 or 6 years old, that film. I think that was called Gran Torino. And it's about his car. Well, it's not about his car, but his car plays a part in it. And he's like this vigilante. It's a really good film if no one's seen it. I think it's Gran Torino anyway.
No, I haven't seen that.
Good evening, Ian.
It was.
Glad you joined us, mate.
Evening. Yeah. Brilliant.
Someone's put yep. Jason's put yep. I don't know what you're putting yep to, but yes, Gran Torino. It was good, Gran Torino.
Yeah.
Great film. If no one's seen it, fantastic film. I think he directed it as well. So a bit of a. It's got a good story to it.
Yeah, so the perfectionist thing. That was a good. That was good discussion. Really, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good. So just when to pull away and when to stop. So,
when to stop and when to cut off and when to not cause you headaches, but also not to regret it when you see it every day afterwards.
Yeah,
and I suppose you can do certain things where you can. I don't believe in double doing something. You know, when you do something, you think, "Oh, we'll change that later if we want to spend any more money." But then I'd rather just do it there and then.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of contradicting myself.
I mean, you're doing your house up at the minute. So in essence, that's what you're going through, isn't it? You're doing it up
massively.
Massive
One job leads on to another, and you think, "Oh, should we go through that? Yeah, let's get it done now. Yeah, let's get it done now. Yeah, let's get it done now." We could have coped without that boiler, I think. But I thought, well, I'm getting everything out. I'm putting new radiators in anyway. Let's get it done and dusted. And I think I was talking to you before we came out on a Mark about I'd love to do loads of videos on what I'm doing. I can't fit the time in because I'm working in a limited time to do the house. So what I'm doing, I'm taking loads of footage and then I'm going to do like a montage at the end and then I'll narrate over it just in case anyone's interested in what I've done. The thing is, I'm just waiting for all the comments of all the things I've done wrong. But it's done. So then it's done. So you can't. I'm not changing it. It's done.
It's fine, mate. It's fine.
Yeah,
fine.
Right.
There will be. There will always be somebody that says they would do it different. That will always be the way.
I've discovered that there's 1,000 ways to everything. Probably not 1,000, but there's a load.
And I think, and also, you know, there are often someone will tell me you're doing it wrong, or I'd do it differently, but they're not showing anything of theirs.
No, that's true. That's true.
They're not putting anything or up. So, you know, people are very quick. People are very quick to be experts. And I'm sure they are, because I don't profess to be the best at anything. I'm sure they're, you know, and they could well be. But if you're prepared, unless you're prepared to put all your work up there, which is what I'm doing, and then, you know, invite it, which obviously lots of people are not prepared to do, are they?
No. And this is the thing. You've just got
to... afraid. So it's easy to criticise something, but, well, I don't know whether you really can do that or not.
No, that's right. And the thing is, to what end as well? Why are they criticising? Is it going to cause you danger? If it's not to cause you danger, what's the problem? I've just noticed we were once in a conversation again there, so I'm glad I picked up on it. Well done, Ian. You've put the question in. A to Z on tools, naming large, medium, and small, beginning with F. Well, we've already got probably 50 answers, Mark, while we've been chatting. So you've all fired back straight away. Look, forcing a bit, fettling stick. Good one, that Ian. Fettling stick. FBG.
Spinning the wheel, agents. Can we name a tool?
FBG. I think that plane has gone over there, Ian. I can't think what that is. For Michael Trimmer.
Festool.
Is that brand? Oh, yeah.
With the tools.
I suppose Festool is now, isn't it? It's such a top end brand. It's like Hoover.
I haven't got any Festool, but no.
You will do one day, I'm sure.
Do you think I will do?
Yeah, I know you will. I know you will. It'll draw you in. It'll take.
I have bought some new gear this week. I have bought some new gear. Yeah.
Zed, please, Rob. What's that? Please, Rob. File.
What's that? I love doing this, as you can see Mark thinking, yes, you can. Don't my wife says you can see the cogs going round in my head.
Oh, that's
right. Absolutely.
Fret saw. Did anyone say a fret saw?
No, I don't think so.
Mark,
I don't know. Fretzel, yes.
An effing big grinder. There we go. Oh, sorry. I've just realised what Adam was saying. I've said A to Z again, haven't I? Please, Rob. I think that's what you mean, mate. Do you know what? I think I watch too many American YouTube channels.
Yeah, Z.
A to Z. Z. There you go. Right. Let's do Shed Goat. Yeah, I think a lot of people are in. And so this is for Shed Goat the second. First one was obviously one. Can we see it here?
Shed Goat 2.0.
There we go. So the first one, formerly known in, is now the Shed Goat until the next winner comes along. So, and you're all going for, this is the main prize, the trophy. The Shed Goat trophy. There it is. We're just going to find something to burn and put it there. I did set up this little camera actually, so I could zoom in on this, but I can't get it to work, so that'll come next week. Right. First question. I'll go first question. So, if we're all ready. Now, these sort of questions allow for lag and your delay in some people's broadband, etc. So, I doubt anyone's going to know the answers to these. If you do, fantastic. We know all not to look on Google, of course. Right. So, or don't ask Alexa, or asking Alexa or anyone like that.
On Google.
Who's setting their echo right? Who's setting their echo right into the speaker now? Alexa, Rob's going to say the question. Right. Yeah. Okay. So, bicycles in Amsterdam. There's a lot of them. How many are there? How many bicycles in Amsterdam? Just in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. This surprised me. It surprised me even more with Mark's answer when I told him the question. I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you afterwards. So, how many bicycles in Amsterdam?
1.4. 1.25. Too many. 2 million. 40,000.
1.2 million. 0.6 million. 5,000. I'm not going to give too much away. 70,000, Frank says. 5,000, Sean. He says 1.6 million. Any more for any more? In canals or outer canals? I think that includes in canals as well. Yeah. Has anyone seen the metal detector fishing?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. They did that.
You have these big magnets you just throw in, and then you pull it out. Pull out all sorts of things.
Hundreds of out.
200,000, 900,000. Scrapwood Andy. Yeah. Hello, evenings. I think Scrapwood Andy's just come in. I think I'm seeing.
Yeah, hello, Scrapwood Andy.
Straight in there. I have done magnet fishing. There we go.
Oh, I fancy it. I've got a perfect spot as well. I think it's great.
Are you near a river or a canal? A canal?
No, it's a river, but it's a bit of a dodgy area, so I might be pulling out mopeds.
You might be knives or some contraband.
Oh yeah, you never know.
You might be pulling out the things that people wanted to stay hidden.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, I always think about pipeline or something like that. But anyway, okay, so we'll give it a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, it's 881,000.
Well, I'd say Scrapwood Andy's in there.
I did see somebody that was close to that.
At 900, Scrapwood Andy.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
It's got to be.
Scrapwood Andy, 900,000.
900,000.
I don't think anyone's closer than that. I'm pretty sure that is it. Well done, Scrapwood Andy. Yeah. Or Andy. Let's put your name on the board. First one on the board for Shed Goat the second. Right, have you got the next?
Dances with the Aardvarks. Hang on. A Brummie went magnet fishing and caught a whale. Threw it back because it had no spokes. Oh, God.
God. Was that Adam in that one? By any chance, was it?
No, that's Dances with the Aardvarks.
Oh, was it? All right. That's one of Adam's jokes.
Yeah, a Brummie went.
Essential Handyman's in. Hello, Ian. Okay, so you can do the next question then, bud.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mark. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. How far back in history?
Go on.
How far back in history was the first saw used and invented? First hand saw. How far back in history?
So you're asking for a year, are you?
Yeah, or an era. Yeah, it don't have to be a year. It'll be a year, but it's how far back in history. There's no particular year. There isn't a specific year. It's about how far back in history.
It's just a home in on the right answer, because someone could say thousands of years, or someone could say 100 years, or whatever. So
you got to put a number. If you
a number, that's what we're trying to say.
You got to put a number. If you put thousands of years, if you go right, here we go. We're coming in 10,000 years, 900 BC, 4,000 BC. Heath, 1,000. It was a DeWalt.
Yeah,
Sean. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a DeWalt. Stone Age jawbone. Yeah, there wasn't officially a saw, I don't think, but. You probably was used maybe in a similar way. I have no idea. I can only give you what I've got the answer for. And that's what we're looking for. Because it could be something way back in prehistoric history that's got something there. 60,000 BC.
Yeah, have you seen those? What are those dolphins that have got massive sword? They're called.
Swordfish. Are you talking about swordfish?
I'm talking about. I tell you what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. The narwhals? They've got a sword.
The narwhals. A narwhal. First hand saw had to be prehistoric, pretty much as long as man has been alive, I'd say. Cro-Magnon era. Bloody hell. Cro-Magnon era. 30,000 years ago. Have you
researched this question right, Mark? Have you?
Yes. Well, I've done only a little bit of research. I haven't done it in depth. That's what I just said. My answer is the answer I'm looking for. So,
right, okay.
A swordfish.
Countdown.
Right, we're going to give the answer. Okay, according to this, it was the first actual hand saws that would have been discovered being used were by Germanic tribes about 5,000 BC. According to the answer I've got. So I was looking for 5,000 BC.
You've now got the thing with eras. So you've got to go through.
We've got 4,000 BC. Heath's 3,500. No, that's two. Have you seen the tool book by the Dominic Chenieri guy from a repair shop on TV? He produced a book about the origins of tools. I've got one. Wow. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that. That is interesting.
Very interesting.
The origins of tools. That would be a book I'd be interested in. Wow. Cro-Magnon. I have no idea about this Cro-Magnon era.
Cro-Magnon man. How many years?
Anyway, I'm looking at as far as the answer I was looking for, it looks like it's Heath's.
I'll let
Heath's workshop. Heath's workshop.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
4,000 years.
So that's
you said 5,000. So Heath's workshop. You're on the board, mate.
I'm not saying that I'm 100% correct because that's the answer I've got, and that was the answer I was looking for. So, but I'm sure, I think, like lots of us, that there'll be people and prehistoric human beings were using something to chop things up in some form, I'm sure, but I don't know that because I wasn't there.
What we have to bear in mind, we've got an intelligent lot watching this, Mate.
Oh, we have, yes. Yeah, far more intelligent than me, you and I.
That's the problem, isn't it? Oh, dear.
We're setting ourselves up for falling.
We are, mate.
Mate. We're on hide into nothing, as they say. We're going to get.
Us two amongst geniuses, but there you go. Right.
Mark went on Wikipedia, lol. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks, Ian.
This is, I suppose, debatable, but according to the internet, which is always right, on average, how many minutes does the average person sit at traffic lights in the UK? And I suppose this applies to not every part of the world, but just in the UK. So on average, how many minutes does the average person sit at traffic lights in the UK? I think there's going to be a lot of debate on this, actually, depending on where you live, of course. Obviously, Mark lives in these sticks, so he never he never comes across traffic lights.
Mate,
Very rural. Very rural.
Cars don't exist down here, I tell you. We walk everywhere.
Let's walk everywhere. Yeah.
I carry all my tools on my back.
I remember a guy used to do. I remember the guy years ago. He used to do lawn mowing on a bicycle, and he made a trailer with it.
It's per week, per year, isn't it? How long in a year, isn't it? Your question.
A year.
A year. Yeah. Essential handyman. A year.
I'm sure I said a year. I'm sure I said
a year. How long? How long do we sit at traffic lights?
How many minutes in a year, on average, do we sit at traffic lights? Sorry, I don't know if I explained it right, unless I'd lag or.
I'll just stop oil at the traffic lights, Adam. I'll just stop oil at the traffic lights. You could be there for hours.
Yeah, I think the last year has changed it somewhat.
In a year. 325. Okay, 3 days. 3 days.
Yeah.
240 minutes.
So we'll do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 120 minutes, which is actually 2 hours. So I thought I'd just do it into minutes just to be awkward. 120 minutes or 2 hours, you could say that. Now, did Sean come in before I said that? Yeah, he's all right. It was 130 minutes on Sean. Anyone before that got closer? Can you see, Mark?
No.
2 minutes.
200, 130.
So we're looking for 120 minutes or 2 hours.
130 is Sean. Sean. Yeah, definitely Sean.
Yeah, I think it is. Good. Right, I think we're on agreement. Sean, 130 minutes. You're on the board, Sean.
Boom. There you go.
Boom. Okay. Right, nothing technical, Mark, and nothing.
Right, I've got another saw theme tonight. I'm on a saw theme. So the first, what year was the first power saw made and used? What year? How was the first power saw? I say power. You have to think maybe about. Well, I won't say any more at the moment. Power saw.
Ken put might be 120 minutes, but it seems longer. It certainly does.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Got one right. 1865, 1925, 1870,
1924, 1886, 1926, 1870.
2000 BC. It was dinosaur powered.
That's right. Watching the Flintstones.
Yeah, Flintstones. Yeah, actually, yeah, that should be 2 million BC, not 2000 BC. But yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, except there weren't dinosaurs went around when the cavemen were around, were
they? No. Well, apparently not. Apparently not. But someone will probably come up with some evidence.
We debated some fictional cartoon, aren't we? That's what we like to do. And we had to have a drink. Right, how are we doing? Any more? How are we getting there? We are. I'm looking for a couple more shouts, and then we'll be announcing. I've got to work out who is the. Oh, right. I've got someone who's very close. You always do that, so now I was going to look at that.
I was living the point.
Always do it.
Like Bob in the pack, you know.
Someone's only got it right. I said we'll do it close to that number.
Yeah, but there's a load up there, so nobody. I still haven't given it away. Right, okay.
Oh, good.
I'm going to call it now. I'm going to call it.
It
looks like I can't see one. Okay, it is Ian has got the closest. It's 1838. Is the answer is 1836. It was a bandsaw in America. Now, it wasn't electric, obviously, because electric, if I'm right, wasn't invented back then. So it would have been, but it was a power saw. So it could have been water, it could have been steam or something, couldn't it? But it was a power saw. So so 1836.
Is that on Wikipedia then? Because you could say powered. When did power start?
Well, the electric saws are not until the 1920s. Somewhere in the 1920s, when you get electric saws. But a powered saw. It was in America. It was a bandsaw. Apparently, I wasn't there. I wasn't using it. I'm not that old.
Yeah. No, just out of curiosity, what is the first powered thing? Is it steam or is it?
I see. I'm just curious. Good question. What would class as power? Being it's not when you're.
You could say horsepower. You could say
horsepower. Yes, it could be. So that way, as long as you're not physically pushing it, then the first power would be. Oh, maybe that is. Yeah. Yeah. But we didn't class cars and moving vehicles as powered until we started to use steam or something else. Because the vehicles, stagecoaches, were pulled by horses, but that wasn't powered. So it has to be a mechanical of some description.
Is it Ian who's saying that? It is Ian, 1838.
Ian. Or locomotive power. Absolutely. Yeah.
You're on the board, Ian. Right, final question, because we do 5 each week, and I don't know where it is.
Using a saw. I'd like to see that. Sorry, Sean has just put there at the bottom a horse using a saw.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. That would go viral in our modern day society, wouldn't it? If you've got a horse a saw using horsepower. How much horsepower has this saw got?
Ed the horse. Right, okay. Last question. And as a million has got 6 zeros, how many zeros has an undecillion got? Undecillion. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Never heard of this.
ILLION. How many zeros? So a million's got 6, I think. So we're not the right spot.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Well, just like my bank balance, Rob. You know, I comfortable. You know, on a bad day, it's got 6 zeros. 6 zeros on a bad day.
Imagine seeing that though. Imagine seeing that every time you open your internet banking, you see 6 zeros.
6 zeros. I'd go, blimey.
2 zeros. I'll be happy with. So what we got? Adam said 500. Jason said 33. Sean 12.
Ian, I know this. Brett, Ian, I'm not surprised. We haven't met you, Ian, but I'm not surprised. You are the. You are like the Britannica Encyclopedia. You just know. I think you just go. You've read it somewhere. It's brilliant.
I like that. Is Rob going to write the Shed Goats? Is that the theme tune? Mark's meant to doing that.
Yeah, I am. I haven't got around to that either.
Right, so we're going to call it because someone has got it.
Yeah.
I'm making sure no one said it before. I think so. That's first one. No, so the answer is 36, and that is Adam. Well done, Adam. You're on the board, mate.
Was that a guess, Adam? Well, he's guessed 27 a bit further down, so it's a pure guess. 50, 27, 50, 36, 27, 50.
I've not found it. Is there nowhere else, is there, before Adam?
No. Well, that's spot on. That's bang on. No, 33 was close, but Adam has actually absolutely hit the bullseye there. You see, hit it.
Brilliant.
Bang on.
Brilliant.
Well done, guys. Bit of fun.
After the first week, Scrapwood Andy has got one, Steve's Workshop, Sean, Ian, and Adam. But still loads to play for. Another 5 weeks for Shed Goats.
Or controversy, Ian, there. It's 36 in the US and 66 in Britain.
Do you know what? When I was looking at the answers to this, I didn't know if it were meant for this number as well, but I have seen other numbers that have got different answers. Why? What was the other? So someone said the right answer in the US then?
Yes, 36. It's 36 in the US, according to Ian. He might have looked. He's obviously looked it up. I assume that, and 66 in Britain. So, Jason, I miscounted by 3.
I must have been on. I must have been on the wrong website then. So,
like I'm just for the oldest soul.
I'm just saying then, I was just giving him the benefit of the doubt, but he's not put 66 anyway, so I'm not worried. No. Okay, good. Right, well done, everybody. So, let's move on to something else. Anything else you wanted to talk about? Anything else anyone else wants to talk about? Things they've got going on at home?
Anything you've been doing this week? Projects you've been up to and things? Anything you've been going? Any questions you want to ask? We've not really had any questions tonight, I don't think. We've had sort of stuff. It
was mentioned in banking, so I must have learned that in probably day one.
There we go.
There you go.
Banking. No, I'm not very good. I've been doing my accounts today. That's really boring, isn't it? I've been doing getting my accounts up to date. So does anyone do that? Does anyone have to do that? That's just. Do I get a headache when I do that? If you're doing accounting, I am not. Do I look like an accountant? I don't. What does an accountant look like? That's maybe unfair. But
I think it's a certain. You've got to be passionate about it, haven't you, to be an accountant?
Yeah, I'm not passionate about it. I mean, I have an accountant and I use QuickBooks, but I've still got to go through and keep up to date with it, keep all my receipt. Make sure I'm uploading all my receipts. And QuickBooks does it all for me. And then my accountant has got access to my QuickBooks. So it's all, you take
photos of each receipt then. So you just take a photo of the receipt and it scans it and puts the amounts in there, job done.
Yeah, it's because you just tally up your receipt with what's already there because it's linked to my business account. So it comes across, boom, and then I have to go through. But obviously I do it about once a month. I could be more efficient and say I do it every week, but so I just do a couple of days. I'm counting my day. What do we do? I worked in financial crime.
You look at the comments I put on the screen there.
Oh, all that YouTube money.
I was waiting for you to spot
it. If I was living off YouTube money, I would be in a little 2-man tent somewhere.
I'll tell you what, though, he's got his own channel, though. You know that, don't you? So he totally understands.
Yeah. I can dream. I'm not Colin Furze, who's a multi-millionaire from his. Yeah, if mine or Rob's channel gets up to, I don't know, towards 1 million subscribers, then we're probably doing all right off of YouTube.
Yeah,
I would say we're actually going to be all right, but I'm not.
No,
I'm really not.
I really ought to start putting videos up first before I'm anyway.
You need to turn up.
I need to screw down a bit and get on with it.
Can I just see? We've got a couple of great comments coming in there, haven't we?
I know. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I worked in financial crime and have to assess accountants, lawyers, solicitors when they attest finances. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Ken, just go back one. I've just seen one there for just a different.
Hang on, let me get used to this. Hang on.
Yeah, go back one.
Do it.
There we go to Ken. I'm making a gaming desk for my 8-year-old grandson, and he's helping me fit it on Monday. Brilliant.
Oh wow,
absolutely perfect. That is a lovely thing to do.
It is, mate. That is really good. I built my granddaughter a desk, actually, a writing desk or a drawing desk. And I did that one. I was really proud of that one as well because I didn't use any screws or any dowels or anything. I just used the router and glue. I don't know if anyone's seen the video I did out there, but it was literally using MDF. Got all the measurements absolutely spot on and grooved it out, took a rabbit out, straight out for the to slot the other bit of MDF in, just use glue, and it held together really well. Nice. I don't know how you're doing it, Ken. Are you doing similar, or are you making it out of plywood or metal?
Just a lovely thing to do for an 8-year-old.
It is.
Ray's counting the days as well. Yeah, Ray's counting the days down to Singapore and Bali. He's going to Bali in 8 days in Singapore.
I did see that. Yeah.
I've spent a New Year's Eve in Singapore once, about 30 years ago, probably, maybe 25, 30 years ago. Somewhere there. I used to go to Malaysia a lot. When I was filming for my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Because you can afford it.
Because I could afford it.
How many years ago did you say it was?
25. Plus 26,
I could just envision
27.
you with a guitar on your back and a hat.
No, this was family. I was with my darling wife. She was there with me. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing the
hippie
thing.
Hippie thing. No.
Has anyone seen that film, The Serpent? Not the film, the series, The Serpent. That's a fascinating film. That it's a crime one, but yeah, it's definitely worth.
Here you go. Ken's just coming, making it out of MDF. It's looking good. All painted. If you can see down there, Ken's just making a comment on it.
I'm still
not painted this time.
I need another screen. I need another separate screen up, and I can do this.
Making it out of MDF is looking good. All painted. This time next week, it will be covered in stickers. Yes. Oh, absolutely. It's got to be covered in his best stickers.
Are you going to put LED lighting underneath it, Ken? Because you can get that strip lighting if you subtly place it. Plug it into get the USB one.
That'll just send it to the wow factor for an 8-year-old,
exactly,
wouldn't it? Sitting there with LED lights all whizzing around it all over the place. Battery.
Well, you can get them with strip lights. I'll tell you what you can do. The back of the TV, the monitor, put a coil of strip lights on the back, and it will shine on the back wall as well. That looks good. You might not be into that sort of thing, but I quite like flashing lights and that sort of thing.
That's brilliant. Ian's going on holiday as well, off to Corfu next week. Have a great holiday, Ian. Hopefully finish Lord of the Rings. How many times have you read Lord of the Rings? I'm sure you've read it before. I would almost guarantee that. I've read it once, a long time ago, but I have read it. Fitting a new door lining, Scrapwood Andy, and 6 new doors next week for my daughter. I've got to hang some doors coming up in the next few weeks for somebody, so I might actually film that. I might. The job I did today, I didn't film. I haven't filmed a few things over the last couple of weeks, but I've got my coming out tomorrow. It is tomorrow because I always generally release a video on a Friday, don't I? And sometimes over the weekends. But I've got just a complete time lapse of the last garden room that I built. So from the shovel in the ground to the end. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking on it. I'm just showing a complete time lapse. I may show some other ones in the coming weeks of little bits of other aspects of it, but which I have filmed. But I'm going to put out a complete time lapse, which is about 9 minutes. I wish I could build something like that in 9 minutes. I call them
the coffee break videos. You can do a full 10-part series on it, but some people like that, where you can do time lapse and just see it from beginning to end.
And just from beginning to end. I just put some, some music on it.
Yeah, that's right. Satisfying.
Yeah, it just whizzes through.
Essential Handyman. Anyway, I think he's referring to the stickers on the desk. If anyone wants any Essential Handyman stickers, that's what we're referring to, Ian. Check it. If anyone hasn't seen it as well, go and check out his channel, Essential Handyman. Great channel. Bits and bobs around his shed. All sorts of things. And I think you're I can't remember what he does as a living now. He'll no doubt tell me on here, Ian.
This Reggie on the road, this weekend I will be buying my 65th birthday present to myself. It's a whole collection. Can't wait to make a film about it. What's the whole collection?
Buying something. It's a whole collection.
Something. A collection of something you're buying. Can't wait to make a film about it.
Is it tool related, Reggie? Or is it book related? Is it all the tool books? I'm sure he'll mention on here in a second. 65. That's brilliant, mate. Do you get a B&Q discount card now? Do you get B&Q discounts at 65? I think you get 10% off when you get 65.
Essential Handyman is building surveyor. Brilliant.
Building surveyor. That was it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, he's done a few videos on what he gets up to there as well. So definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it already. His channel.
Brilliant. Appreciate you being here.
Getting my car back this weekend. Going to fit stereo and 80s Louvre. An 80s Louvre onto the back window, I believe. Yeah, it's what they used to put on the old Fiestas as well, wasn't it?
Up the top, isn't it? Yeah.
On the back window, you have the.
Yeah, I think that's window on the
yeah.
That's what I'm understanding that to be. Goes across the back. Yeah. Question: has everyone got their pumpkins?
Oh, we're going to do that next week, weren't
Littles, we? Yes, we've got to do. Well, mine was. I might have to buy 2 because I am going to video, which may be the funniest video in the history of company parking. I said I'd do it with a breaker. So it's probably
that's what I said I was going to do it with my new breaker.
Yeah. So I'm going to do it with a breaker. It'll probably punch it to bits. I'm going to do it with a breaker. I reckon it'll punch it to bits.
I think it will. Yeah.
But it'll be funny. He'll just
He will, yeah, exactly.
Just be funny.
You're right.
Just be like, right, here's the eyes. Exploding around me. Here's the.
All you've got is bits of pumpkin all over your glasses and your hair and stuff. Yeah.
Watch out for that. I probably won't release it. Well, no, maybe I don't know. We're on the Tuesday.
It's a good way of letting out a week's frustrations, though, isn't it?
I'm going to attempt to carve a pumpkin with a breaker.
When you finish your books, when you've done your paperwork, you've got all your books. Do that, mate. You'll feel so much better.
Yeah, I feel so much better. Oh dear me!
Yeah, Costco have got them for £3. Why don't we do? I tell you what. Why don't we just do? Oh no, it might be a bit messy. I was going to say do it live, but you're not in your.
No, anyway. I'm not doing that in here.
Dawn will be a bit upset about that.
No, it's not going to go well. You lot all think it's hilarious.
It will be hilarious.
It wouldn't be for you lot. It's not a chance. I'm not stupid.
Dawn will boost it. Dawn will burst it in a minute saying, no, it's not.
I'm not stupid. That's why I've lasted this long in my marriage, because I'm not stupid.
Put a tarpaulin up, you'll be all right.
Brilliant. Why not break it? Put a tarpaulin up. Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So happy birthday, Reggie.
Happy birthday.
You don't look it at all.
Yeah. Happy birthday. 65. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Bringing out at least a video a day at YouTube. And if you don't want to subscribe to Reggie, why not? Because it's a fantastic channel. Documents everything. I think that's the beauty of YouTube as well. We're sharing, but also we're keeping a bit of history of what we got up to as well. So we'll refer back to it. Better than storing it on a hard drive, isn't it? Why not put it for everyone to see?
Yeah, and it's your family can see it and friends, and you make some friends by doing it, don't you? If you don't take yourself too seriously, just be realistic.
That's
it.
Costco
that's have some really. I don't because I live only where horses are. I don't have a Costco.
Posh, yeah.
Only where horses are.
You just go in your backyard. It's called pick your pumpkins.
Oh, absolutely. Well, in my 10-bedroomed mansion that I live in.
Go to the farmhouse.
I go to one of my
one of my many minions.
Minions, yeah. One of my staff on the estate. Yeah.
It's called the staff.
Well, of course, because I've got 6 zeros in my bank account on a bad day.
That's right.
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah. Does Amazon come with a horse and cart? What? I tell you, this is. I'm just going slightly. I've just seen that comment. Where my brother lives, he lives up near Milton Keynes. And what completely threw me is that Amazon, or whoever it is, probably Amazon, deliver them in autonomous robot little vehicles driving around the street.
Yeah.
So there's no way that's going to happen down here. Not in a million years. But up where he is, first time I saw it, I went, "You're kidding? Is that what that is?" Just for your Amazon delivery, it's coming.
Well, I saw it
effectively an autonomous vehicle.
In Milton Keynes, they've been doing that for a while with pizza deliveries and that sort of thing.
Incredible.
I think Milton Keynes is probably the perfect place because it's all in a crossroads.
Yeah, it's just all gridded, and he doesn't live in Milton Keynes, but he's not far from there. But it's just They
did try.
Yes, they do. What's Ian? What's Ian? Ian. Yes, they do, Mark, and they talk to you. Does Ian know this? He's talking about the same thing as what we're talking about. Yes, they do. Amazing.
We'll end on this one because we're up to an hour. Let's end on that one.
Yeah.
There you go, Mark. That's one for you.
Don't you have 36 zeros? If I did, I'm quite generous in my life, so I would look after a lot of people if I had that. Anyway, do some good in the world.
Let's just look at Dawn's reply, and we'll end it there.
I was trying to create an illusion that I was that wealthy. Yeah, Dawn has just gone.
Yeah, unless you've got a secret bank account somewhere. Start looking through drawers now. Secret stash.
I sleep on it under my mattress because I only have horse and cart down here. Don't have banks.
That's right. You don't have banks, just cash. Oh,
just cash. Oh, cash. And we barter.
Your balloons. Oh, well, what a fantastic week again. Thanks for everyone who joined again. We'll carry on to go next week.
Thank you, everybody. It's a great community. Loving it.
Yeah, I'll get this gallery together next week. So we're a bit more on it. And we'll see how it goes from there. So, oh yeah, and Frank mentioned there, hit the like button, everybody. It really helps.
Yeah, please hit the like button. It really does actually make a difference. And whenever you watch anything that we do, we really appreciate you just going onto your device, because if you're watching it on TV, you can't hit the like button very easily. But I can't.
Yeah.
So you just got to go on your phone, and then it just click the like when it shows that you've watched it, and it's really appreciated. So thank you.
And as always, this has been like a light relief. It always makes us laugh for an hour each week on a Thursday evening. I hope it gives you as much joy as it gives us. So thanks for coming back every week. It's the same to see the same people every week. But share the news, share it onto other people. It's good to get more people
Share the love.
Share the love. And we'll see you next week. If you want to end it there, Mark, with your little catchphrase.
From me, Mark, at the Small Workshop Adventures. Take care, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Bye. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.